Ready to go?
Zak is a 13-year-old boy living with Pitt-Hopkins syndrome.
There's only 12 Zaks in New Zealand. Don't push me, push yourself.
Dad, Craig, has taken the driver's seat throughout Zak's life to fight for the support Zak has needed.
But Zak's tenacity to achieve stuff was amazing.
Beautiful. Yay!
I want him to live as good and long a life as he possibly can. Oh, there's a sleeping child. I had no idea what I was biting off when Zak occurred. So Zak's 13, pushing 14 this year. Do I need these? Yeah, come on. He's pretty capable as far as the physical stuff goes, but cognitively, he's very well delayed. Yeah, we'll have food in a minute. Do you want black one and green one? Yeah. That one now? Okay. Come on, let's go toilet. Come on. He can't toilet himself, so he needs, day-to-day support with that stuff. He doesn't have a light switch in his bedroom because I don't want him getting up and turning the light on in the middle of the night. Just wait, you can leave them all on at the moment, please. But he can't work past a light switch and not turn it on. We'll do these ones first, Seki, so we know that they've gone in. Put your crazy pills in. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh. Come on. Put your one down. Yeah, click him. Kid you. I just want to double check. Do you want that one? Righto.
Sure.
Just because he doesn't speak like you or I do, doesn't mean he doesn't understand what's going on. So when I'm with him, you're not necessarily answering the questions for him because he's feeding back into the conversation. There you go. Is that good? Thank you. It's hot, eh? We started when he was 2 years old with Makaton sign. So we use more, thank you, or please, finished. But this was yes. And he doesn't have the motor control to do this. And so we knew that if he clapped, that was his yes. So pretty much every meal we've got to feed him, or he can do bite-sized pieces himself. But we've got to be really careful because if he has big bits, he just keeps shoveling food in and acts like a little bit of a goose sometimes. Zak's not going to be cured. He's not going to be fixed. He's always going to need support. You want to do everything you can for them, but the most important thing is love and time. You ready? Here you go. Bubbles are the best thing ever. Yeah, it's visual tracking, it's pursing your mouth for blowing, which forms into speech and communication and that sort of stuff. And he loves them literally for what they are. They're just a big blobby thing that flows around in the sky. Can you try and pop them? When he was first born, he was really quiet. He didn't cry, and we at that point thought everything was quote unquote normal. I guess we were relatively ignorant as first-time parents. Maybe even pulling up to 9 months old and couldn't roll over, didn't have the little pincer grip stuff. It was a huge amount of effort to get him to sit independently because he was wobbly, bobbly, and had, at the time, they thought low muscle tone, didn't know what the diagnosis was. Are bubbles your favourite thing ever? Ever? The term that was used eventually was global developmental delay, and the outlook was pretty grim. And then kind of started asking what is there we can do to make things better for him. So to bring his laptop. Right, out you go. Could go get into the van, please. We went looking to see what was happening, and it came through a conversation of all things with my mum's hairdresser that had heard about conductive education in Hamilton. She said, oh, maybe you should look at this. So we did. We visited the Waikato, learned about what conductive was, and that it was really holistic and could be based around what Zak could do. It turned into travelling to Hamilton for 5 years of my life. Close your door. Right, let's go. So Becoming his main caregiver, fair to say things weren't quite going to plan at the time. My then wife and I separated, but no, she's not been a part of his life pretty much since, I would say, 2 years old. I was working 2 days a week to try and pay bills, but the rest of it was driving backwards and forwards to Hamilton. So I don't know, I think I wore out 2 cars driving backwards and forwards. So for Zak to walk, it was very much a coach process, and that was the stuff we learned through conductive education, was breaking down everyday stuff into like little bite-sized pieces. We spent hours upon days helping him to do that stuff. Like, he didn't walk unaided till he was probably 4 years old. You know, he became more communicative, more mobile. The gains that he made, it came to the point we couldn't stop going. We might be allowed to go in there now. You're going to go find out, are you? You go see. Go see if Renata's ready. There you go. You go open the door. So polite.
Hello, Zak. Would you like to come in? Oh, you just pushed the alarm. Goodness me. Maybe not that. Oh, we don't need the light. Okay, in you come. Welcome to Conductive.
When we started, I think there was 4 families, but at the height there were 7 families going to Hamilton from Taranaki.
I started travelling up to Hamilton each week to go to conductive education, and we just started chatting, saying this is crazy that we don't have something like this down in Taranaki.
I made a phone call to the coordinator of Conductive in New Zealand, Dave Ching, and I said, hey, Dave, Craig from Taranaki, just want to know, why don't we have one of these here in Taranaki?
And you're going to hold on to the bar.
Probably should have never made the phone call because it turned into a whole bunch of work. But he said, you know, I'll just get a group of parents together and you can create a unit.
Yeah, 1 hand, 2 hands, and I stand up.
So we formed the trust. It was just a group of parents, and driven by Craig, absolutely. I knew nothing about trust, none of us did really, and I'm not too sure if he did, but he learned fairly fast.
West Town School were willing to take on board conductive education. The principal and the board took a leap of faith at the time to say, look, these guys are doing this, and parents will come and they'll learn alongside their kids.
I could only see the hurdles. Craig doesn't see hurdles, he just goes for it. One person can change the world. You know, for us, it's the world. And we have 36 families here that I'm pretty sure feel the same way.
And there is one more.
So Zak comes to Conductive once a week for a session. It can be with his peers or an individual. A lot of it is just breaking down those small things into everyday tasks. Like, he can slowly do small grabs with his hands and gently bring food up to his mouth. And as I was saying about the blowing bubbles, it calms down how he uses his mouth and has helped with communication stuff. So it's just bringing gross motor skills into little fine ones has really helped him. What have you enjoyed the most? Apparently a latch on the wall. It's a sensory board, and yeah, some of our kids love to touch those things, but it's also teaching fine motor skills with how to use them. But for Zak, it's a sensory compulsion where he just has to touch a light switch. Do it again. Right, bud, we're going to go put up the road close signs for Lani. Previous to Zak, I've always had cars, always like dirty old V8s, drag racing in particular. And yeah, Zak loves it, like he loves going for a ride in it. Ready to go? The car community have actually stood by me and him as well through events. We've got one next weekend, Street Drags here, which is a fundraiser for Conductive. And it's turned into an event that's a fundraiser, but it's a great event for community. I always want to do things fast. So him turning up slowed those things down. This is a weird grief trigger because I'd rather be racing cars than helping him to walk. but I had to do the other one. So diagnosis for Zak was interesting. Got a lobal developmental delay, won't carry you through school. You've got to have an intellectual disability diagnosis to get the supports that you need to be able to thrive in our education system. It was a couple of weeks before we were going to launch Conductive here in Taranaki, and we'd had a photo of Zak, and I got a message from this lady. She says, hey, Craig, this is the weirdest message, but I just saw a thing about Conductive in Taranaki, and your kid looks like my kid. So I replied and said, oh, not that weird, but okay, do tell me some more. And she said her son's got this syndrome called Pitt-Hopkins syndrome. And we engaged with the genetics service again, and sure enough, he got this Pitt-Hopkins diagnosis. Push yourself, don't push me, push yourself. There's only 12 Zaks in New Zealand, and there is a physical characteristics component of it. Like if you line them up, they look like siblings to a degree. We're going to put these up, buddy. I'm going to put them up there on the pole. That was a sobering day, not because having a label is important. It is within the systems that we live in, but it kind of gave us a little bit of a hook to look at what's happening in other people's lives. And I think if he'd been ignored or not supported at a young age, that he wouldn't be the little rooster that he is, because we didn't know any different. Zaki, arms up, yeah! Arms up! Go again, arms up! Woo! So handing him over to school was incredibly daunting, having done all of this stuff for him. Keep going, bud. All the way around. So Zak's starting a new school this year. He's gone to Spotswood College, to the unit there they've got Te Wakamanake. Morena. Right, then you go.
Hi, Zak.
How am I inside?
How am I?
How you going?
Oh, are those for me?
The team have been amazing, from wanting to take on board the things we've learned from Conductive, to Helen, the speech pathologist, and the other people they have on crew. To be honest, couldn't be happier. I'll see you later. Have fun, mate. Thank you, guys.
Good morning.
Say hello to Colleen.
Hello.
Hello. Kate here, Quay. How are you?
So Zak's made a great start. He's got a wicked sense of humour. He can be a bit of a tease at times. Good. Nice work. But he certainly knows how to get his message across. What do you see? I see a something looking at me. So Zak tends to communicate through vocalisations, through gesture, some sign, and he's recently got his communication device. So we're working with him to select buttons that give him a voice in class. What about black sheep?
It's a sheep.
Yes.
Bah. He does say bah.
Sheep.
Ka pai.
So you can help us get this stuff. So we're going to do 3 ingredient cheese scones. This could be funny. We are a blended family, but not really, because we have the kids all the time.
Yeah.
So we have as relative consistency as you possibly can. Megan's mum, I'm dad.
Dad's cooking is not like Mum's cooking, is it?
No, I'm top. Right. The kids, you know, they know there's something a bit weird going on because they all look different. What about mushrooms?
Be golden.
They know that they're not like full siblings, but we don't go around saying step brothers or anything. Yeah, we just.
We're as normal as dysfunctional you can get.
Yeah.
Do you want to scoop some of these in, Horace? You sure? Do you want to lick it?
I guess it was quite daunting when we first met. I hadn't spent any time with a child with a significant disability before, so there was lots of learning.
This one. Gentle. Megan has been in Zak's life for longer than she's not, and same for me with Noah. So it's a unique family dynamic, and then we've got Jeb, so we've got a massive age gap through. We've got 13, 10 and 5. So, I don't know, I think I'll be 80 when they leave home. Yep, that a boy.
Sometimes I think that even though Zak can't say it, he had Craig all to himself, just like Noah had me. So sometimes
He expresses it.
yeah, he's like,
Get
"Ugh,
out.
yeah, like you took my dad.
Yep, come and do the bonnet. Yep, keep going. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Every year at Conductive Education we have a big golf fundraiser. It's called the Best Done Charity Golf Day.
I named it.
Of course you did.
Oh, bro. How are you? Yeah. Good, brother. Good to see you. How many times a year are your clubs out of the shed?
Probably just this one.
Right, so I'm the same.
So we get about 30 teams entering to play golf for the day, and all the funds come straight back to Conductive.
My Tiger has wood.
Oh my gosh.
And Megan's the champion for organising it this year, and it's grown over 7 years into quite an event.
It's my grandson Zak. This is Ray. He's in our golf team, and this is Keith. Zak, say hello, Zak. Oh, yeah.
We have Chris Harris, our New Zealand Foundation patron, who flies up for the day.
I get asked every year, and it's the first date on my calendar. It's the one that I say yes to every time. The people here are amazing, and it's such a great charity to obviously raise money for.
I just want to take a moment to recognise why we're here. So the truth is, from opening in 2017 with 15 kids, we now serve over 50 and their whānau. So it's not actually just about the kids, it's about the families as well. They need to be well. That little rooster there is one of the reasons why we're here too, is Zak. So chuck your hands up, bud. Yeah, attaboy.
Yeah, every time I see Zak, it just sort of makes you feel good about life. And he's got that personality and that smile that just lights up a room. And to watch his progression is just fantastic. And a lot of the work that he's done at Conductive is part of that.
He understands a hell of a lot of things. And he obviously can't verbalise that to you, but he can indicate it to you. Sometimes his timing can be impeccable and he'll come out with his raucous laugh or hands in the air and clapping his hands and whatever.
So Chris Harris, I think you've been here for just about everyone too.
I've done 7.
7, there you go. So we're going to auction him off, but a massive thank you for him for coming up from Christchurch.
There's a little bit of pressure for me because I get auctioned off at the start of the golf, and a team can bid for me and they pay for me to play, and they get hopefully the benefit of my skill, which sometimes they'll tell you is lacking.
So have we got a starting bid anywhere out there for a bid? Have we got $100? 100 over here. We got the pink ladies are in for 100. Come on, don't let them get away with it. What have we got? Have we got 2 anywhere? 650. Zak, you bidding? Right. 650. 750. These pink ladies are not to be outdone. 950. 950. 8,000. 1,000. How's it going, ladies? Oh, dig deep into the. Oh no, you had to pay for your costumes, didn't you? So, sold to the man with the bottle. Thank you so much.
Dad's got to go play golf. You got to go to school. Nan will take you to school. So I'll see you later on. I got to go.
It's close.
It's great community support. It's some of the supporters getting to meet the parents and the whānau that are involved with Conductive, and it's a whole lot of fun. So golf is not my strong point. Oh no!
Craig is the most passionate, driven person that I've ever met.
What an incredible day we've had. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for today. It's been incredible. We've made so far $16,000.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
Are you happy with that?
With all the support that we've had over a period of years, is people can see that this could be their lives. And the gamble that you run when you have a kid is you don't know what the outcome's going to be, right? And it's how you respond to that is the key part. How many people have you got for selling stuff?
Got sort of half a dozen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So 6, like, what do you call it, participants?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Wicked. Excellent. Enabling Good Lives was something that I came across when we were going to Hamilton, and it just seems to be one of those things that makes sense. It's the simplest set of principles, and one of the terms is ordinary life outcomes. Why shouldn't Zak all the people in his life be able to determine where he's going. What do people want to do when they leave school? And what does housing look like? There's a national housing shortage. Imagine layering in a disability with it as well. So it's about having conversations involving those people at the table at the beginning.
In my role, surprisingly, it's mostly parents worrying about their children leaving school and that transition.
And even the guy that you're going to go see that's older, you know, what does he want? What's positive and what's good? I just hope for a future where our people have a voice and are valued members of society. And I think that's the culture shift that's required to move it from a benefit-based system, this is what you can have, to literally living good lives. Watch out for any duck grenades now. What are my hopes for Zak as he ages? So when you've got a regular kid and you start thinking, oh, they're going to go to university, they're going to do this, they're going to be a superstar or what have you. Mine is, who's going to look after him? I want him to have his own life out there doing whatever it is that he does.
High five for the scones, boy. Good boy.
I want him to be happy, healthy, have some forms of relationship in his life, be safe, and live as good and long a life as he possibly can. I spent so much time with him as a little kid, and it was so much, it was literally physically hands-on. So he needs a compass, so he looks for me.
Absolutely.
And I try to get out of it by getting other people to do it, because one day I won't be there to do it.
I feel really blessed actually to have this life, and Craig is an amazing man. I mean, there's not many dads that would give up their whole life for their child, and those early years were really, really hard.
They're enjoyable though.
It's really special. You can tell that it's a very tight bond.